goodness. Yeah. What is going on, YouTube? My name is Shamid, but in the channel, I guess my name is First True Review. And welcome to my channel. Today I got something a little bit not so special. I don't know if you call it special, but we got something that I eat all the time. And since it's the first time I'm showing my face, I think it's probably like appropriate to eat it. And that is Jollibee. We started off the channel with Jollibee. We're not ending the channel, obviously, but it's like, you know, I feel like every time I do something different or I change something, I always get Jollibee just to commemorate it. So we got Jollibee here. Let's get into it. All right. So can we put this here properly? Well, it's stand nice. Good pyramid of chicken. Okay, so a lot of you might be wondering, or may not be wondering, why I decided to show my face. And there's actually a few reasons. That's kind of what the topic of the video is going to be about, like why I am showing my face. We'll get into that. Doesn't count as a first bite. So here we got Jollibee chicken. I probably need to figure out the lighting because it's a bit dark. I kind of like it, but in terms of like viewership, it's a bit too dark, the shadowing, but we'll figure that out later. So we got Jollibee chicken. We got the gravy here. You know, you can't forget the gravy. And we also got fries. Fries on the side. So, but before we get into all that, remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you're trying anything to talk about. I'm down to it as always. Check out the timestamps in the description. There's not gonna be any timestamps because it's a one topic video. So we're going to take this and we're going to dip it. Ooh, looking good there. And first bite. Good as always. I need to figure out the lighting. I can't really get too close to the camera because it's too dark, as you see. So there you go. Crunchy. Crispy. Delicious. You can see it's got like a nice little crust around it or a nice little skin around it. It's also crunchy. This is fresh too. Like I'm pretty sure right when I got there, they took this right out the fryer, right out that bat, put it right onto the heat tray, I guess. Oh yeah. For a video when I show my face the first time, I really did not charge my battery on my camera. Luckily, I'm semi-prepared. I bought like 2 extra batteries. I'm just eating. Okay, so did something that added a bit more lighting. Hopefully that works, probably not, but we'll see. Anyways, who am I? My name is Shamid. I live here in Brampton, the GTA, we'll just call it the GTA, because a lot of people I see from my channel are from the States and they don't usually know what Brampton is. So we'll just go with Toronto, but I'm from Brampton. The reason why I started this channel, yeah, I just like to eat food, and then it's just a necessary thing for everyone to do. And not only that, I kind of wanted to be a bit different. I didn't want to just eat food and just talk about the food. I got a lot of opinions on things, and I like to talk about things just in their entirety. So I also wanted to do kind of like a merge between eating food and talking about things. I know later on, once I become bigger, once I get more of a following, I hear people say that you need to kind of like tone down on like doing multiple things and just focus on the one thing. But we're not there yet. We're only like 100 at the time of this video. I'm recording it right now, 162 followers, so, or subscribers. So don't really need to worry about that. Let's take another bite here. Yeah. The extra lighting's helping a bit. That is delicious. I've seen some Jollibees have adobo rice. I think it's adobo rice. And they put it into the skin of the chicken and eat it. Ooh, I've seen someone do that and I want to try it, but they don't have that here. So we're just gonna have to settle for this. So that's kind of why I made this channel, right? The reason why I didn't want to have my face is a few reasons. One, just shy. When I started making this channel, first of all, I started making the Instagram and then I started on the channel. And then I wasn't too sure if it's something I'd be consistent with, but since I started November 22nd of last year, or almost been a year, I've consistently uploaded 3 times a week, every single week. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of committed to this. Like, it's been a year and I've stuck to the consistency. I think now is probably a good time to show my face, or it's just probably a good idea to show my face, because another reason is the type of videos that I make. Someone left a comment, I'll leave the comment here, but they brought up a good point that when you're watching people eat, because I also watch people eat too. There's some YouTubers and TikTokers that I love watching. They brought up the most exciting thing is seeing the person eating. And I'm realizing that if I cover my face, you guys are missing out on like probably the most important thing. I never really thought about that until he said it. I mean, maybe it was in the back of my head, just hanging out there, not paying attention to anything, but yeah. So that's another reason. Just not being sure if I'm going to stick with this consistently or not. Because remember, originally, I said I didn't want to stick to a schedule. I'm just going to do it whenever I want to do it, right? And then I ended up just kind of actually being consistent with it. And then I got new equipment. I got like better lighting, you know, I got a new phone. So, but I felt like something was missing. And I feel like, I don't know if me showing myself will actually change the viewership, retention, the clicks, anything like that. But I feel like now, for the people who do watch, I could give more. Like, I give my reaction to when I'm eating things, because you'll just hear me like talk, but you won't actually see me react. And I feel like that's a really important thing for people, right? So it's so good. Like, it's so good. Like, Popeyes could never do this. Ever. Another very important aspect as to why I didn't show my face, and this is probably, I'd say 50% of the reason. And it's not that I'm scared. It's not that I'm not confident. It's not that any of that stuff. It's the fact that for the longest time, I believed that like showing yourself on YouTube and TikTok and things like that all have like negative connotations on it. And not negative in the sense that like, oh, you're a YouTuber, you're a TikToker. Definitely not that. But I always have in my mind, always, since I was a kid, have in my mind that I wanted to be like famous, right? I wanted to be like an actor or something like that. And I always thought more so like beforehand, it was still lingering in my mind, but more so beforehand that if you have a YouTube or TikTok or anything like that, that it's going to be more difficult for you to break out into the mainstream or anything like that. It kind of inhibits you. Because how many famous people do you see came from like YouTube? There are people like Childish Gambino, like I believe John Watts was a YouTuber. Jonathan Watts, the guy who made Spider-Man. Not like the newer Spider-Mans. Like, he was also from YouTube and things like that. Oh my God. The fizz just punching me in the back of my throat. They all came from YouTube. And then I really had to sit there and think, is it really stopping me? Like, would it really stop me? And then when I was like going through Reddit and just like going through like a bunch of forums and just seeing what people's opinions are on it, people said some like pretty compelling things that I thought were compelling. They said, one, the best of the best of the best of the best people usually are the ones who become like really famous actors or musicians and all those things. Maybe a bit less for musicians now, maybe a bit less for actors too, but they're just like, those are the top 1%. If you were gonna make it in that top 1%, you would make it regardless of you doing YouTube or not. Because if it's because of your skill, you'd be undeniably talented at that. And it's just like kind of with music too. Obviously, like now it's a bit more easier to be famous for music, but it's like the best artists in the world. They are the top like percent of people who are good that we know of. So it's like they're probably gonna be famous and make it regardless of if they do something that the public sees a little bit negative or is a little bit skewed in its perception. It usually doesn't make a difference. So that was probably the main thing. And then I seen a quote from someone, and they said, by not doing YouTube because you feel like you're not going to make it in life, or you're not going to make it in your dreams, you're protecting a career that you don't have. I read that, I'm like, it makes sense. I'm literally protecting a career that I don't have. Like, I'm not a famous actor. I'm not even like a famous YouTuber. So it's like, I protect something I don't have. Dropping everywhere. And then my question to myself was, why am I protecting a career that I don't have? Why am I protecting something I don't have? Like, you never know where life will take you. You never know like what can happen in your life. So it's like, what are you really protecting, right? So that was where I was at. And then I read that September isn't really the best month for views and watch time and stuff like that. And trust me, for my channel, at least it's not. I was getting like every month I was like going up and up and up and up. And then this month, it's probably because my viewership is like 18 to 24 years old and school just started. So it makes sense. But I was like, let me just wait till October, which is when this video comes out, October 2nd. Plus, I also wanted to do like a bunch of like spooky themed things like cookies, Starbucks drinks, like maybe I'll eat pumpkin. I'll just eat a pumpkin, who knows? So October is a really fun month too. It's a Halloween month. So that's why I just decided to do it now. But there was one thing that was like the knockout punch for me, showing my face and being like, okay, let me take this a bit more seriously. And that's why I went to go see the movie Talk to Me. So as you guys may know, I probably do know, the makers of the movie Talk to Me are YouTubers. They've been famous on YouTube for a very, very, very long time. Like a very long time, right? And then they went off to go and direct this movie. Movie's huge. Got to Sundance and now it's in theaters. It's probably not in theaters anymore, but it was in theaters. Critical reception, outstanding. Big name people like Stephen King and Steven Spielberg and all these people. Oh, Stephen King's a writer, but you know, are reaching out to them saying how they love the movie. So it's almost like inspirational. It inspired me to be like, you know what? These guys are probably a lot more famous than I'll ever be in terms of YouTube. And they went off and they made a movie that was incredible. And now they have that national recognition for the movie of being directors, and they have the recognition from YouTube. In essence, I was just holding myself back. I kind of decided I don't want to hold myself back anymore. I want to take this more seriously. I want to travel places, try new things, like maybe go to the States, try foods, and it'd be really difficult. It'd be really difficult, or at least more difficult, if I don't show my face, right? Especially in the car, for example, when I'm like eating in the car, when I did the car videos, which I'll do more now. I was just kind of waiting for something. I still am waiting for it. But the car video is not showing my face, getting that angle right, super difficult. But if I show my face, like I can have my face the main focus. Here, the food is kind of the main focus and my face is in the background just because of how it's set up, because I don't have enough space here to kind of do something better where it shows me as a whole. But car videos will be a lot more easier. Traveling and doing food things will be a lot easier. It's just I feel like it's better. Not even feel like it's better, I know it's better. And it helps me build a connection with the people who do follow me, who do watch me, things like that. I know there's a comment that was left and it was just like, oh, what's your background, things like that. So both my parents were like raised here. They're here for all their life. My mom was born in Iraq. She moved to, I think, Pakistan or something like that. She was born in Iraq, lived there for a few years, moved to Pakistan for a few years, then came here. Went to like high school here and everything. My dad came here from Trinidad. All in all, I think this will be really good. I think showing myself being able to connect on a seemingly more personal level will be much better. If you guys got any more questions about who I am or anything like that, feel free to ask, because now I'm basically an open book. You guys can still call me First True Review. No one calls me First True Review, but you can still call me First True Review, because that's just who I am here. You know? The fries there. Anyways, this video is getting long. It's like almost 30 minutes long. I spent like a good 5 minutes trying to set up an extra lighting there for my face. I still need to set up better, but we'll get into that a bit later. I'll figure that out eventually. I'm not gonna figure it out now because I'm lazy. So let's bring in the bottle of Bibsy 0. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, guys. If you comment down below if anything you want to try, anything you want to talk about, I'm down to do that. As always, check out the suggested videos in the side. And yeah, that is just a little bit about who I am. This is what I look like. It feels good to not have to like hide and just to be out there. In case anyone I know sees this, how are you? How's it going? And yeah, that was Jollibee. 9 out of 10 or Jollibee out of 10 is what I always give it, because it's so good. So delicious. I can't wait to have it again. See, I just finished my food and I already can't wait to have it again. But anyways, till next time, guys. See you guys for the next video. And this was First True Review, or Shameen, one more time for you guys. Peace.